How do clouds originate? Imagine gazing up at the sky, watching fluffy white masses drift by, constantly changing shape. Clouds. They bring rain, shade, and stunning sunsets. But how do these ethereal structures appear in our atmosphere? It is not magic. It is a fascinating process of invisible gases transforming into visible wonders. Prepare to look skyward and uncover the airy secrets behind their ethereal creation. Let's begin with invisible air-water vapor. Clouds start as water vapor, an invisible gas, in our atmosphere. This vapor enters the air primarily through evaporation from oceans, lakes, rivers, and even plants. Warm air can hold more water vapor than cold air, making heat a crucial first step for their eventual manifestation. Here comes the lift rising air. For clouds to materialize, this warm, moist air must rise. As air near the Earth's surface heats up, it becomes less dense and begins to ascend. This rising air carries the water vapor higher into the atmosphere. This upward movement is fundamental to initiating the process. Time to chill cooling and condensation. As the moist air rises, the atmospheric pressure decreases, causing the air to expand and cool. Colder air cannot hold as much water vapor. So, as the air cools, the water vapor begins to condense. This means it changes from an invisible gas back into tiny, visible liquid water droplets or ice crystals, the tiny helpers condensation nuclei. For water vapor to condense, it needs something to condense on. These are microscopic particles in the air, called condensation nuclei. They can be dust, pollen, smoke, or even salt crystals from the ocean. Each tiny water droplet or ice crystal gathers around one of these particles, acting as a surface for attachment. What they become visible masses. When billions of these microscopic water droplets or ice crystals gather together, they become dense enough to be seen. This is what we observe as a cloud. Their appearance, whether fluffy cumulus or wispy cirrus, depends on the atmospheric conditions, temperature, and altitude where they materialized. So, what makes clouds appear? They begin as invisible water vapor, carried upwards by rising air. As this air cools, the vapor condenses onto microscopic particles, changing into billions of tiny water droplets or ice crystals, gathering together into the visible masses we know. A beautiful atmospheric transformation.